What's happening, my players? We coming back at you with a drug tier list on the Creoma YouTube channel.
What kind of fucking name is Creoma? My boy's gotta be tweaked out to come up with a name like that.
First off, Donald, don't ever interrupt me again, but I guess you do have a point with that goofy-ass name. Second off, that actually leads us to our first drug, tweak. Fuck you, Donald.
I gotta say that tweak is for sure an A tier. That shit got me through the 90s.
Shut up, you sleepy son of a bitch. No wonder you're so sleepy. I would give tweak a B for bad.
Yeah, I agree with Donald on this one. Joe, you sleepy ass, go back to the crack house where you belong.
For real, dog.
But in all seriousness, put this shit in the F tier.
I mean, tweak feels great, don't get me wrong, but anyone who smokes this shit on the reg is a tweaker. On some real nigga shit, though, it really brings out the worst in a nigga. F tier it is, boys.
All right, can we move on now? I'm trying to take a doozer right now, and it won't come out until we start talking about weed.
That's disgusting. Do you really think we want to hear about your constipated bowels, Joe?
Yeah, Joey, quit being nasty.
Please, Snoop. I've been waiting all night to talk about that dank skank Mary Jane. I got a bong rip ready to go, too. I was hoping maybe we could take one together.
Fuck it, let's light it up, cuz.
Hold up, niggas, let me pack a fat one up, too.
You guys are making me wish I had my bong on me, but I'll take a fat rip of my wax pen instead.
You pussies ready?
Ready, Snoop?
Let's synchronize our hits, guys. 3,
2,
1.
Let's fucking get it.
Holy shit, Jesus Christ, this Maui Wowie put me on the fucking moon.
Goddamn, this pen hit me harder than that nuke I sent to the Middle East.
I'm zooted out my mind.
Okay, boys, this is going straight to S tier.
No objections there.
Wait, Snoop, I think you should put it in A tier.
The fuck are you smoking, Barack? Kush is probably the best drug out there. You can be high all the fucking time, dog. I feel like Kush got so many health benefits, too. How are you finna throw this in anything other than S tier?
I love smoking tree, Snoop, don't think I don't. But I feel like it makes me lazy sometimes, and I abuse the substance very easily.
That sounds like a you problem, Barack. Put it in S tier.
Yeah, Snoop, keep it in S. Barack doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, I'm finna keep this in S tier. Sorry, Barack, don't hate the product, hate the consumer.
I'm sure my fellow Americans would agree with me, but I'll trust your decision, Snoop, since you are an expert on the Zaza.
Quit kissing Snoop's ass, Barack.
Shut your mouth, Donald. You're just jealous that I got more time to plow your wife in the White House than you did.
You better watch it, Barack. I'm sick of you treating me like this. I know a lot of hitmen.
So you're gonna threaten me now?
Can you women just relax?
Yeah, come on, guys. It's been 2 minutes and we only got 2 drugs ranked. Quit arguing. We need chill, good vibes only, like the next drug on the list. Molly.
Oh my God, I absolutely love Molly. She's a wonderful lady.
Molly is an amazing drug. I would probably put this in A or B.
Are we ranking Molly and ecstasy in the same category? Because if we are, I say put it in A tier.
Yeah, I feel like we should. They're pretty similar.
What's the difference? A hoofa hootum. I've only tried pure Molly, I think.
Well, Molly is that pure crystal shit, but an ecstasy pill will put you on your ass.
Yeah, Joe, I'm actually selling some of my famous Trump pills on the low. That shit'll turn you from Sleepy Joe into Creepy Joe. You'll be creeping all around town on that stuff.
Oh, yeah, I think I might have to give that a try. Actually, Donald, one of my favorite things to do is go on a creeper binge and dress up like a creeper from Minecraft and just hang out in my local Walmart and put random things in people's carts.
You're a weirdo, Joe. I should have never let you be my vice president.
Yeah, Joe, you are a very strange individual, but you should still buy my pills, Joe. Anyways, let's just rank this in S tier and be done with it.
I'm putting it in B just because I wouldn't recommend a nigga take this all the time, but if you don't abuse this shit, it's pretty baller. Especially at a rave or some shit.
I think B is fair.
Snoop, you're being a hypocrite. You told me not to hate on the product, hate on the consumer, but when it comes to Molly, you will easily throw that down a tier. So fuck you, Snoop. You're a liar. I'm out of here.
Please don't go, Barack. We love you.
Joe, he already left. You're talking to a ghost.
He'll be back. I say we move on to crack.
Crack is B tier, at least not as good as tweak. But I do love me some crack. I just wish the high lasted a bit longer.
Joe, there's no way this bottom of the barrel drug is put anywhere above D tier. If it were up to me, I say put it in E tier or back in the garbage where it belongs.
I'm with the Donald on this. It's going in E tier, not as bad as meth, but still not as good as most of this shit. It's been a while since I smoked crack, dog.
You guys are making a mistake. This deserves to be a lot higher.
We're moving on.
What's next on the list, S-Dog?
Next up, we got crack's close relative, cocaine.
I fucking love cocaine, let me tell you. I used to smuggle that white shit all over the place during my term. Why do you think they call it the White House?
He's right, Snoop. The walls are made of coke. Please, for the love of God, just put this in B tier. Coke can be a fun time.
Yeah, it can be fun, but this shit's addictive as fuck and doesn't really have much of an effect compared to other drugs. I'm finna slide this in C for coke.
B for blow. Come on, Snoop.
Nah, I'm keeping it in C, motherfucker.
I love doing coke, and I will never turn down a free line, but I'm okay with putting it in C. What's next, Snoop?
Next up is a godly substance, DMT. I think this one is an instant S tier.
Hey guys, I talked to my therapist and decided to give this another shot. I know we may have our disagreements, but that's okay. Not everyone is going to agree on everything. But you guys are my friends, so here I am.
That's very touching, Barack. But I haven't been your friend since that speech you gave about me at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in 2011.
I thought you forgot about that, Donald.
I will never forgive and I will never forget.
Guys, can we get back on track? Snoop, throw it in S tier.
Word.
Wait, which drug are we on?
DMT.
This stuff is definitely an S tier. DMT has shown me the secrets of the universe that has led me to a life of success and happiness.
You literally left the call over a tier list. You don't seem like a very happy person, Barack.
Deemster's finna go in S tier, boys. Salvia is next, and I think this shit is whack as hell.
You couldn't be further from the truth, Snoop. Salvia is an inbred version of DMT.
It was fun in my teenage years. I remember burning that shit up with Timbuktu Timmy in the bathroom before PE, but I only liked it because it was easy to get and completely legal.
It blows my mind that they made this shit legal, but weed is illegal in most states. But Snoop, you should put this in D or E tier.
I feel like crack might be a little better than this shit. I'm throwing it in F tier with the tweak.
Hey, no objections there.
I think this might be the only drug that actually deserves an F tier.
This drug should go back to the pits of hell where it came from. Let's move on, Snoop.
For sure, my nigga. Next up, we got him Xannies.
This drug puts me to sleep. I gotta put this one in D tier, but I wouldn't be surprised if Sleepy Joseph ranks it higher.
Shut your ass up, you misogynistic pig.
Fuck you, Joe.
Donald, you can't deny this stuff feels great.
At least I don't have kids jumping up on my lap, you frickin' weirdo. And yeah, one little Xanny feels pretty good, but when I take too much, I start to black out.
Same here.
All in favor of D tier, say aye.
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 Put it in C at least, it's not that bad. I used to take so many bars in my younger years with Xanny Zitlolly. Good times.
How about we compromise on D's? These nuts.
Quit bullying me, guys, or I'm gonna leave like Barack did.
Quit your whining. Snoop put it in D and let's move on.
It's in D tier. All right, next up on the list is lean. What you N-words thinking?
I lean with it, walk with it, I even take it before my press conferences. That's why they call me Sleepy Joe. Definitely an A-tier drug for Papa.
I don't mind sipping some lean every now and then, but it don't really do much. I'm thinking maybe C tier.
I love drinking lean so I can feel like a rapper. I'd put it in B tier at least.
This shit is like a Happy Meal toy you never wanted. I think it's overrated as fuck. Put it in E tier.
Come on, Donald, it's not that bad.
You probably haven't even tried it, Donald.
I tried it once and once is enough. This stuff is absolute garbage.
You probably just use Sierra Mist instead of Sprite.
Yeah, that'll do you.
I guess I kind of see where you're coming from, Donald. This is kind of what you sip when you can't get anything else. We can throw this in D then.
All right, D is fine with me, Snoop. What's next?
Next up, we got ketamine.
Isn't that the horse tranquilizer shit?
Yes, it's horse tranquilizer, and I actually don't think this one is that bad. I'd probably rank it even with Coke.
I agree with Donald. This stuff goes hand in hand with Coke. I used to sell this shit back in my day. They used to call me Space Blow Joe.
What haven't you done back in the day, Joe?
I've done everything, Barack, thanks to you.
So you guys cool with C tier?
Yeah.
I think that's where it belongs.
Well, guys, I haven't tried this, but I'll take your word that it's as good as Coke. What's next?
Let's see. Next up, we got heroin.
S tier, this shit smacks harder than anything.
Joe, it feels amazing, but this shit has ruined countless lives.
I'm with Barack. This stuff will ruin a nigga's life. I think this the sort of drug that a nigga don't try. I'm putting it in F tier.
Wait, Snoop, this stuff is the holy grail, I'm telling you. Rank it higher, please.
Joseph, why don't you just shut your mouth for once? You're a tweaker, crackhead, and now a dope fiend. I'm sorry, Joe, but you seem like a lost cause to me.
Joe, I think you should take a break from drugs for a bit.
You know I can't, Barack. I gotta be high all the time to keep you off my mind.
Heroin's going in F, boys. All right, next up is one of the most common drugs known to man. Tobacco, aka wacky tobacco.
I think this stuff causes cancer. Put it in F tier.
Have you lost your mind, Donald? I know this stuff is addictive, but it doesn't deserve an F tier.
I think E or D would be more fair. What do you think, Snoop?
I think tobacco is pretty good in a spliff or blunt, but it's addictive as fuck. I would say C tier probably.
You guys are praising this stuff too much. I would rank it next to crack or heroin. Just put it in D at least. This stuff is whack.
Yeah, I think D is good, Snoop.
Bet. I'll toss it in D then.
What's next, Snoop?
Next up is one of my personal favorites, LSD. I think this deserves at least an A tier.
Acid is the first drug I tried besides weed. Loved it. I would say put it in S tier.
I think I like shrooms a little more, but acid is still phenomenal. I say A tier.
What about you, Joey?
I don't know, guys. I've only ever had bad trips on acid. That stuff kind of scares me. I think it lasts way too long, so I'm going to have to say C tier.
Well, Donnie and I both think it's S tier worthy, so I'm going to slide this in A then.
You probably just took bunk acid, Joseph. I've only ever had good trips on this stuff.
I bought it off an old friend, Patrick Periwinkle.
Sounds like you got ripped off, Joe.
I highly doubt he would have sold me fake Lucy, but I could be wrong.
Let's talk about them shroomies now.
Shrooms are an easy S tier for me. I love taking a fuckload of shrooms before I trip balls in the woods while I run around naked. You can easily microdose this stuff too. It's safe and highly recreational.
This stuff is a hit or miss, Barack. I think acid is a lot more predictable. I'd put shrooms in B tier.
Sorry, Donald. I agree with Barack. This stuff is a lot better than acid. I think this is an A tier drug.
I still fuck with acid more, but I'm cool throwing this in A tier.
Snoop, you can't put it in the same category as acid. LSD is objectively better. I think you should keep shrooms in A and move acid to S tier.
I agree with you, Donnie, but Joe and Barack have other opinions. We gotta respect them.
Thank you, Snoop.
It's not all about you, Donald.
I never said it was Joseph. You guys are all fucking jokes. This tier list is a fucking joke.
You gonna cry to your mommy?
Fuck you guys. I hate you, Joe. I hope you all rot in hell, except you, Snoop. You're the only one I like. I listen to your songs almost every day.
Appreciate it, my nigga.
Please don't be like this, Donald.
I've had it up to here with you guys. I'm not gonna pull a Barack and leave, but you guys gotta pull it together and stop being such dickheads. I'm talking to you, Joe.
Hey, takes one to know one.
Fuck you.
Come on, guys, we gotta chill. Shrooms is in A tier, Donnie. Next up is Opiates.
You guys already know I love this stuff. I think it's an easy A tier. I have almost 10 different opiate prescriptions. My favorite is probably Oxy.
You sound pathetic, Joseph.
This stuff isn't quite as bad as heroin, but I would still rank it low.
This stuff finna be ranked low, especially with all the fake shit they slinging on the streets nowadays.
Put this in E, Snoop. It's one tier above heroin. I think we can all agree on that.
Well, I'd definitely rank heroin above this. I think it smacks a lot harder. But I guess I'm fine with E tier.
E tier sounds good.
Okay, it's in E tier. All right, boys. Alcohol. This is the last drug on the list. It's one of the most common drugs and is hella overrated, if you ask me.
I think drinking can be fun, but I'd much rather smoke some tweak.
Alcohol is fun as fuck and can be safe if used responsibly. Unfortunately, most people don't.
I much prefer smoking over drinking, but I do understand the appeal. I feel like we should put this one in C.
I think C is pretty fair.
Same.
As do I.
It's settled then. Alcohol finna go in C tier, right next to the blow.
Snoop, what the hell are you doing on my Discord? You're making a video about drugs?
Hi, Creoma.
And you're hanging out with Tweaky Joe?
Shit, Creoma, I'm sorry, bro. I thought you'd be cool with it.
What the fuck, Snoop? I thought you were gonna invite me. I thought we were friends. Like, what, you're just making a drug tier list without me now?
It's okay, you didn't miss much.
Subscribe to Creoma and tell us what tier list to make next in the comments.
Word. Peace out, homies.